All right, here's the thing. I cannot cook. I'm really bad at it. I've tried, but I'm gonna continue to try. So this video is going to be proof that I try for all of those friends of mine who are like, are you following the recipe? You know, like, how is it, how can you not cook anything? This is proof of how bad I am.
Thanks for watching our channel.
So I found a recipe for Italian beef. I'm sure most people know what that is. But there's a chuck roast in my crock pot with this little liner. If you've never used a crock pot liner, you're seriously missing out. But it's the chuck roast, and so then it's got pepperoncinis and some of the juice from the pepperoncinis. That's an entire stick of butter chopped up. And then it's a packet of ranch seasoning. Here, I'll show you. And a packet of Italian seasoning. So I have a packet of this, and then I have a packet like this, the ranch dip. Excuse me. So it's a packet of ranch, packet of Italian. I found this on the Frugal Fit Mom's website, or on her YouTube. I'll link her down below. She's amazing. I love her. She put half a stick of butter. I went with a whole stick of butter. I'm understanding now why I have trouble cooking. So I guess I didn't follow the recipe. Okay, an entire stick of butter, about half a jar of the pepperoncini rings, and there was only like a couple tablespoons of juice in there. But then, okay, so this is my beef broth, and I want to show you my tip, because you should be taking tips from me cooking. I got these like beef bouillon, I thought they were cubes. They're not cubes, they're little packets of powder. And then the chicken bouillon cubes, because y'all, those are so much cheaper than buying beef broth and chicken broth in like the container. But what I do, I put the little packet of beef broth powder in a coffee mug, and then I just let hot water run through my Keurig. You're welcome. So now I'm gonna pour this beef broth over the chuck roast. I think it's chuck roast. Let's see. I'm just gonna pour it all over here. I don't know if there's supposed to be that much. I don't think there's supposed to be that much. Okay, I won't use all of it. I'll just use like half of that. And then I'm gonna put it on low. I'm gonna put it on low. They say low for like 8 hours or high for 3 or 4, but my crock pot is super inconsistent, and it like low cooks really high, high is like it makes lava. So I'm gonna put it on low, and then I'm probably gonna turn it down to warm later. So it is 9:30 in the morning. Am I starting this too early? So that's what I'm gonna do. And then I'm gonna make it over mashed potatoes and zucchini, but I'll show you that later. So, okay, let's let it cook for a while. All right, I made zucchini in the skillet with, I just put like garlic salt and olive oil on it, and just made it in the skillet. And then I'm serving the Italian beef over mashed potatoes. That's just the Bob Evans mashed potatoes that you make in the microwave. So, see how it turned out. All right, it was actually pretty good. Like, that Italian beef turned out pretty good. So that's a recipe I'm gonna keep. Ryan loves Italian beef. And I forgot, I've made this before, and we ate it over the mashed cauliflower that you can get like in the frozen vegetable section. And that stuff is delicious. I should have gotten that for a lower carb instead of the mashed potatoes, but when I was grocery shopping, I just had to have those Bob Evans mashed potatoes. But future, we'll probably put them back over mashed cauliflower to cut some of those carbs. But that was actually a really good recipe. And like I said, for the Italian beef, the Bob Evans mashed potatoes is obviously a good recipe because I just put it in the microwave. But the zucchini turned out really, really good. And all I put on that was olive oil. Literally, I just sprinkled some olive oil and then some garlic salt. That's it. Don't ask me how much. I didn't measure anything. But that was actually a decent recipe. So let's move on to another one. On this week's episode of Allie Can't Cook, I am making some pasta with some broccoli, and I'm gonna throw some sardines in there. So before you guys wig out, Sardines are actually really good. Give them a chance, okay? They're super, super cheap and they're full of protein. 22 grams of protein in this little bitty container. So here's what I'm gonna do. I'm going to boil some whole wheat pasta noodles. I'm gonna steam this fresh broccoli. It's fresh, it's not frozen. And here's how I'm gonna do that. I just put it in the skillet. I don't know if this is right. Pour a little bit of water in there. Just like that. Just eyeballing it. And then I'm gonna put the lid on. We're gonna steam that. Well, hey sister, what you doing? Hi. And then I'm gonna throw these in a little skillet and just kind of warm them up over the gas fire or stove here. Yep, that's probably what it's gonna taste like. And then I'm gonna just toss it all together with some garlic salt. So it sounds, I have made this before. I've made pasta with broccoli and just put like butter and garlic salt on it. And it's okay. But I'm gonna try to get some more protein for me and the kids. My kids actually love sardines. So, okay, let's try it. All right, I do want to say this is not my favorite brand of sardines. And this is the boneless, skinless. I usually don't get skinless or boneless. I get the ones with the bones and eyes and everything. But this is a little more appealing to the eye. It came in olive oil. So I'm just gonna plop it down in the pan. Plop. I'm gonna plop these sardines down into the skillet. Like so. Nope, yep, I'm gonna have to get a fork. Okay, hold on. All right, sardines have been plopped. Whoop, there was a focus. Let's see. Ooh, hello, steam from, hold on, yep, okay. Sardines are in the skillet. Let's turn them up a little bit more. My noodles are boiling. My broccoli is steaming. Oh yeah. Basically, I'm just gonna put all this into this pot when it's done and put some butter and then some garlic salt. And that's gonna be dinner. All right, this broccoli has steamed and is so soft that it just kind of mushes together. I got a half a stick of butter. Then I'm gonna just cube up and, God, this is a good cooking show. And just toss it in here in this broccoli. So my friend Heather is gonna watch this and just cringe. Okay, I put it in there. Now I'm gonna pop these sardines that are cooked, and again, I'm just mushed them as well. That's a cooking term, mushed. Just gonna throw them in here in the broccoli. Give that a good stir until all your ingredients are combined. I've heard that on cooking shows before. I'm gonna link a girl named Julia down below. I really like her channel. She does a lot of, she does all cooking, but she does a lot of like dump and go crock pot meals or easy meals or cheat meals, whatever, and it's like, she's really good. I really like her, so I'll link her down below. Okay, I think these noodles are done. I'm gonna drain them and then mix them in here as well. All right, it's all combined. Basically, the broccoli was so soft that it just made like a sauce.
Mommy?
Yes, darling.
Mommy.
I just sprinkled some olive oil and some garlic salt on it.
Mommy.
And that's what, okay, let's taste it. All right, I forgot, I have some mozzarella in the fridge that needs to be used. So I'm gonna garnish some mozzarella on here. And I think that's just gonna make this good. Hold on. Let's see what happens with the great value mozzarella. Okay. See? Oh, it's gonna be so good. I mean, it's actually good. You can taste the sardines, so maybe. But again, I think that's the brand of sardines that I've used. Otherwise, it's not bad. My husband would probably hate it. We'll see what the kids think. What'd you think of dinner?
Bad and good.
Bad and good? What do you mean?
It's good.
It was good? You like sardines? Okay. All right, here is the last recipe that's gonna be in this vlog. It is crock pot barbecue chicken thighs. We have been loving chicken thighs recently, like better than a chicken breast or whatever. The texture is just so good. So this is what we've been getting, the organic, free range, no antibiotic chicken. And it calls for garlic powder, salt and pepper, paprika, butter, and Worcestershire sauce. Oh, and barbecue sauce, which I'm just using this Kraft original, maybe. I'm just using this. So you put it all in the crock pot. Basically that's all it is. It's like 1/4 teaspoon of each salt, pepper, garlic powder, and paprika. 1 3/4 cup of barbecue sauce. 1/2 tablespoon of butter for each thigh. I feel like I'm just gonna put a stick of butter in it, because you can't go wrong with a stick of butter, right? So we're gonna do that. It also calls for 2 tablespoons of Dijon mustard, but I don't have that, so I'm leaving it out. That's it. You put it in the crock pot, and it's supposed to cook for like 2 hours on high. So that's what we're gonna try tonight. All right, I didn't use the whole stick of butter. I probably used like 3/4 of the stick of butter, and I just put it on top. So the chicken has been coated in the dry rub. And then this bowl is the barbecue sauce and the Worcestershire sauce just whisked together. And so now it says to pour the wet mixture over this, and then you cook on high for 3 to 4 hours. So that's what it says. Cook on high. Oop, it's not gonna focus. Cook on high, 3 to 4 hours. That's what it says, see? So there's proof of that's what it says. Okay, so I'm gonna pour this over, turn it on high, and we'll see what happens. All right, that was pretty good. Here's the thing. I took the chicken thighs out of the crock pot and I put them in a glass baking dish, and I put them in the broiler or under the broiler for like 5 minutes, because that's what the lady on YouTube said to do to like crisp up your chicken. It was good. Next time I won't put them under the broiler, because it was like so tender when I took it out of the crock pot. Like I tasted it before I put it in the broiler and it was so good. And I had them under the broiler for 5 minutes, that's it. And they just got, the outside got a little too jerky-y, I guess. It dried it out just a little bit. So next time, I'll probably do that exact same recipe again, but next time I won't put it under the broiler. We'll just eat it super tender. So that was really good. And I served it with zucchini that I just chopped up and put in the skillet. I've shown you that before. And then a can of cream corn. Easy as that. So that's what we did for dinner tonight, and that one actually wasn't too bad.